teams, they already have their heroes in hand. Now it's coming down to the execution part.
That's right. Now this is gonna be probably the last game. Matthew, if you allow
I'm gonna
me.
try it again. I'm gonna try it one more
Do it
time.
faster, do it faster.
Okay, I'm gonna do it now. All right, guys. I did it twice. This is the third time. This is game 3 between BTR and Evos. Geek Fam awaits in the...
Oh my
Welcome
goodness.
to Mobile
And
Legends.
now, ladies and gentlemen, this is game 3.
5 seconds
This
till the
is
enemy reaches
the
the
do
battlefield.
or die. Go
Smash
big
them.
or go home. BTR
All
onto
teams
the blue
deployed.
side, Evos onto the red side. You can see the split screen onto the split pushers onto their respective lanes. Matthew, take it away.
Well, at the moment, still no real fights coming through Evos. They want to go for a really aggressive play. You can see they're trying to cut the lane because they have a very different comp. Bouncing ball comes through. The Martis trying to just stay alive. And just to give you an understanding, this is Soul Smartest. This is not Potato Smartest.
Yep. I think I rarely see Soul playing that one. But again, a multi-role hero. He can try to make wonders. Perhaps there's a little strategy coming in. But it looks like the fight
Aggressive
very
play
steal.
coming in.
A steal coming in.
Good steal. Bigetron going to be shaken from that invade. Not really sure what kind of angles they want to go for now.
By Evos as well, they're continuing with the aggressive behind the enemy line lane. They're gonna proxy as much, getting the early levels like we have been mentioning throughout the days, throughout the regular season, throughout the playoffs. You want to get the early levels, and then when you hit level 4, you can start to make an impact.
Sin needs level 4 on the score. He needs to unlock his ultimate before he's effective, and that's the reason why Evos is doing so much to try and deny as much resources away from him as possible.
So you're trying to say that he's trying to zone out this score?
Yeah, exactly, because this Gord is the X factor came out from BT. I won't be surprised if this buff goes over to 6 as well.
I'm a bit afraid as well because the guard needs some babysitting, and I feel like if they are going to do the pressuring towards this guard, he's going to die really quick.
So if you look at this setup, the counter to that, yes, he's going to die really, really quickly, but he has Arkai as a tag team buddy. BTR going back to their roots with the 1-2-2 composition. They understand that this guard is their win condition, so they're trying to put some extra resources onto him.
The guard will be the key winning
Whoa,
condition.
Sana! Stone needs to be careful. He's the one that might go down, but the Dark Knight comes in. He's the first blood, and with no life, with no damage, and they get the Jew, Mr. V, with the flicker, but Samus does get killed on the top side. Meanwhile, BTR, they do have the bottom side. KZB comes through. Will they go for the Hurricane Dust? KZB will lock down this Minotaur. The stun to stack, and there goes the ultimate. The laser becomes in, but the Minion Fury, they didn't stack it well enough. The Chaos is out. They get the gore. They do follow up with the kill by Bambi. He's not done. He gets the gore as well.
So he gets a double GG onto that, ladies and gentlemen. Gork and Gork, so sorry, tongue twisters are all around the place. But again, that double kill is enough to secure that early lead in hand. But then again, we gotta give it up to both teams. This is a battle royale we are seeing right now, killing each other off of the map and going in their objectives later onwards.
But once again, Evos is the one that's looking a little bit better, a little bit more prepared, and a little bit happier because they do get it. And Sana, Dark Knight falls. Does he have it? He does have the Shadow Rush. Oh, the cool for a passive. Almost there, but here comes BTR. He's coming for the cavalry, but they are getting sucked away. Ace playing bodyguard, making sure no flanks is gonna happen.
And this is where the power of Evos that I've seen so far in the games, they are very quick in responding. If let's say the enemies are in their jungle, they're very quick in rotations. They say that, hey, they're taking the fight, they're disrespecting us in our own jungles, let's go and take in the fight as well. And they normally pick up a lot of kills from there. Unfortunately, they are unable to see and unable to get some kills.
Oh, Sana just got annihilated when he gets stopped up. Minion Fury to follow things up, and Grok goes down as well. Things are definitely not looking good, and that ultimate just doesn't even tickle JPL. He just goes in and says, hey, I am a tank, you are not touching me at all.
Not touching him at all. BTR, a little bit of a trouble over there. Jason Cole with the timer, is going to pop his ultimate, just going to run away, speed it up a bit as Evos dominating the jungles again. One more time, one last dance.
The split push has begun. Soul is just doing what he can. Look at the turret kills. It's 3-0. Evos has been playing really well as they make it 4-0. This map pressure coming up from Evos is just too much for BTR.
BTR at this moment, you can see that none of them running Retribution. In fact, Evos also not running any Retribution. But again, they need this Gord to be online. The God right now is suffering with 1 death and 1 assist, no kills at the moment. He does seem to be the, no, he's not the best farmer at the moment. He will be Hellcat. And it's going to be very tough for him because you mentioned again,
Oh.
time on time, they need him
Sana.
to be strong.
Sana's gone, but the Dark Knight Force won't give it well. Here comes the flicker, but Ace didn't have rage mode. He wanted to just force it out, but Sana not having a good aim. this time
Evos,
around.
I think I just mentioned, Evos already have 4 turrets.
Yep.
Holy
Turtle
crap.
resurrecting soon.
That's literally like 60% of the map is in your favor.
Yeah, but that's not only that, it's the main points that BTR has not gotten any. So those standing goals, it's all on the side of Evos. 6,000 goalie. Meanwhile, the bottom lane is KCP forced to use the ultimate just to stay alive. But Potato, he is hungry for kills. He will get another one. BTR, they need to look for a solution. If not, this game is gonna be over before they even start.
Another one bites the dust, as Matthew said. Bigetron SG is in a lot
Oh,
of shambles.
Jason
Cole.
Cole.
Another one, ladies and gentlemen. DJ Khaled, DJ Sensei in the house, taking over.
They are just not looking good. They just have no response. This is about to be one of the fastest games throughout this playoff. Unless BTR finds something, finds a solution to the train that is Evos.
Evos going back to the turtle contest. They can take this again, but they have to be careful though. Bigetron SG will be hovering in the no, they won't be aware. They're gonna take the turtle, the buff instead from this angle. Oh no, this is not looking too good for Bigetron. They're losing in gold.
Every single time Sana uses Dark Knight Falls, it's for a defensive reason. That's not what they want to use that Hellcat for. This could be a big issue. Look at Sana, only level 6 on par with the tanks of BTR. He needs to be one of the top tiers or the top guys in terms of net worth. That's not happening. Ace will get caught. Looks like they will at least get 1 kill. Finally, Sana gets on the board.
1 kill only, but then turrets are falling down like flies. Evos just mounting up the pressure, even though Bigetron wanting to do defensive maneuvers, but it's not enough. Looking at this situation, Evos at the moment, they're gonna wait for the next turtle, perhaps take the next turtle in hand. They're gonna try to suffocate Bigetron into their own base. Couldn't even bypass their jungle buffs if needed to. Itemization coming in here. Tamos bringing up the Bloodless Axe alongside Martin as well. Athena Ship picking up onto Minotaur and the concentrated energy for that Lunok. So you can really see that how farmed up, how much of the power spike items that Evos has in this early game. If they were to go in for the fight, it's gonna be detrimental to Bigetron SG.
I mean, this is just not good. If everyone outside of Evos at least has 1 completed item, BTR, they're far from it. The goal is just not enough. They are 8,000 gold behind in 7 minutes. And Evos can take whatever they want. They are basically like a kid in the candy store. And BTR is on sale.
I mean, they can be the bullies as well. They can just break into the glass, just take the candies for themselves. I mean, in this way, in this scenario. But anyhow, Pimi picks up the Berserker Fury already. So that is another core item completed by the Mage Marksman.
Yeah, but you see, this is what I'm talking about,
Brute
right?
Frost breastplate already.
Yeah, a Brute Frost
Turtle
breastplate. But now,
resurrecting
Evos,
soon.
they would do good to not take the turtle, at least try to wait for the Lord, but looks like they're just gonna play it safe, take as much advantages as possible. They're gonna slip the turtle out, take some extra gold in their back pocket and wait for the next Lord.
And gonna take the turtle again, and now Evos is just harassing down the jungles of Bigetron SG. Denying those goals, denying those buffs, denying those farms. This is like a standard lockdown, shutdown by Evos.
Evos, they basically give them no room to breathe outside of BTR. They are forced to stay in the base. Once they walk out, JPL, you know, he has that Tyrant's Revenge ready and waiting. They have Ace with that Rage from with that Minion Fury active as well. So basically, Evos pushing BTR back to the base. BTR cannot do anything at all.
And Matthew, because of this, Potato is level 12 at this moment. Just look at Bigetron. Who is the highest level right now?
I mean, Bigetron, they have not even a single member with double,
Double digits.
But now here comes the mid-range and goes to Dark Knight Force. This could be the middle round. Oh, this is a big mistake from Evos. They're losing a lot. And look in the corner, Alba's that. Evos, have you beaten more for that you can chill? BTR, they're going for the chase. Hurricane down instead. They do go for the disengage maximum charge. Not gonna connect. It is a 2-for-2 exchange. But if you are BTR, you are okay with that.
I mean, if I'm a BTR fan, I will be just woo, because again, Evos SG, they are too greedy for their own good.
Oh, they do have that extra wave in the bottom lane. They do take the middle inhibitor. So doing
Fighting
a good
Trishon.
job. Yep, doing a good job split pushing.
Lightning Trishon coming in front. Oh dear, Bambi over here. Now that's his second core item in place. You can see the rest of the members are just building up the lead as much as possible. But again, Evos, I think their problem right now is, I think they're just trying to end this too quickly. They need to just calm down a bit. You know, yes, you can be aggressive, but be cautious as well. You don't want to give easy kills to your opponent, and that's what Bigetron is trying to force out with.
Yeah, they don't want those mistakes. If you are Evos, no reason to play over aggressive. Just wait for the Lord, wait for that secured kill, secured objectives. BTR, they cannot leave their
Lord,
base, but with the
resurrecting
help
soon.
with their turret, it will be so much easier. But at least they got the middle inhibitor.
I do agree on that, Matthew. It looks like JPL will pick up the anti-caress, and alongside Jason Thomas onto the wings of the Apocalypse Quiz. And the only thing I saw was Sana and perhaps Sting picking up Ice
Gimme.
Cream 1
Potato.
and of course the Blade of Despair.
Potato is soloing Lord.
Serious, right now, level 13.
It's done. It's gone. It's done just like that. Potato, he understood he had that extra damage. He had it. He understood it. He went for it. He said, hey, Evos, I'm just chill. I got it all alone.
101 soloing the Lord. That is none other than impressive, ladies and gentlemen. Evos Esports SG are on the roll. Just forget about the goal lead right there. Just forget about it. They just did dominate. Now they just need one good team fight. Can they go for this team fight? They will have to wait for the Lord to make his presence in front of the doorsteps of Bigetron SG, and they perhaps can try to start the fight.
Now the thing about this is that yes, they do get the Lord. It's only a 10-minute Lord, so it's not that tanky.
Yep.
It's pretty easy to kill because it's not so late into the game just yet. However, Evos, they want to try and force it out. Oh, they get a fight.
I mean, Matthew doesn't care. They are all above level. They can go in for the fight anytime they want.
They want to take this top inhibitor, and I think they're going to get it. BTR, they can't do anything about this. There goes the stun. Down 9 force. They're going for the engage, but they're going for the Kufra. That's not what they need.
No.
Now, Lord dropping it. Ace comes through, and oh, the ultimate does get burned. Evos, they are just toying with their food, waiting for the opportunity, and they want to go for it now. Mr. V forced to back off, so no opening just yet. Sprint does get popped. They're going for the safe play here, KBC. They're going for the bottom hitter just yet.
That is smart. I mean, again, you don't want to force mistakes coming in, but then again, they're still hovering around the Nexus base.
Oh, stun does land onto Babby, but he does have the order come through, and now the Darkening does get forced out. Mr. Free in a lot of trouble. He's gonna get sniped now. Wow, charge that. Minion Free does get cancelled out. Hurricane does will force the Minotaur back into the fountain. He
But
won't go
opening
down,
up,
but
it's
look
gone.
at the
It's
crest up.
checkmate.
It is Evos winning true. And KBC, can you hear the Evos roar?
The Evos roar is real, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from the lower brackets, climbing up, winning against all odds, and now they are in the grand finals.
They have done everything they needed to do against all odds. They were on a 5-game losing streak towards the end of the regular season, but now no one is going to care about that because they have secured a spot against GeekFam. But it is the Singapore Slayers. That's a whole nother challenge.
You know what's fun? This is a fun fact. They are back to the grand finals back to back.
Once again, from Season 2 back to Season 3.
This is our very first
Yep.
back-to-back grand finalist, if I'm
But
not mistaken.
this
Yes.
is so different. The way they entered it in Season 2, they were confident, they were cocky. Danby was all that. He was like, yeah, we're going to win this. Now he has a different attitude. Very humble.
Yep.
Look at his interview. He's like, yeah, we're doing it. It's hard. The team is good. With this different mindset, they are going the extra mile.
These guys definitely had what it took, and they were focusing on invading buffs and objectives.